Alright, hello everyone! Hello, we're back with more Final Fantasy XIV. We are almost done. The Crystal Tower series. The World of Darkness. Rambo says for about him the look of one with ill tidings. Hey, Mini Cat. Ah, Nero, it's good that you are come. I have news that you must be aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Unei, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zan, but you, Nero, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Unei labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through the rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Unei, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Enter Zan's orders, and collects energy to open up another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We've done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would only open for Unei and Unei, so too will the tower head only to those royal blood of Alec. It is a most galling design, granted. This was not always so vexatious according to the elegant tombstones Nero presented us. During the Golden Age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such technology, Amon and his underlings would never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not either have this art, or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait is a vast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zan's contract with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the ladder would suffice, but then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without the suppression, the power could discharge and cause a calamity like the one that destroyed Alec. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. You know the one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and seal the shit rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true, we cannot stop the Void Gate from entering manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus Power's tower for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. Alright, Jeremy, with the resub, we got liver and onions or cappuccino. Liver and onions again. I approve. We've heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturge's Guild. Well versed in otherworldly matters, and with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, here comes the man himself. Thank you for the resub, by the way. How you doing? How's work treating you? Nero, just the woman we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready. Though attaching the damn little thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Nero. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Got your biggest stop done? Good to hear. You'll be proud to know that the queue times haven't actually been that bad. Well, it certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? We have, finished 2 of the 3. We're working on the 3rd one now. Back to Crystal Tower we go. Anyway, technically, yes, in a way, but it's more organic than that, at least, in that it's more grand RPG style where there's a problem created in the past and we're kind of helping solve it rather than someone in our immediate vicinity is causing a problem and we have to fix it. This entire raid series, Labyrinth of the Ancients, Crystal Tower, and World of Darkness are all a huge reference to Final Fantasy III. They took those three instances and from FF3 and managed to write them into FF14's world in a mostly decent way. It makes sense why they're here. They adapted the lore for FF14. Like, they did a good job. Nero! I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around them and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom! But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's overseeing the whole operation. There is no FF3. Like I was saying earlier, I really like this area here. This is the fight arena for the final boss of Circus Tower. Why are some of these guys wearing flight caps? Jeremy, could you imagine if you got a job somewhere, like your job right now, and they wanted you to wear a flight cap? For no reason. They're just here, wear this. This is your uniform. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for the engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can open a gateway to another world. I'd quit. Is there something I missed, Gra? Emperor Zan's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Aleg's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Aleg against civilization had lived on and just an emperor still sat on that throne. And a just emperor sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there's no stopping Zand and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zand's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up sword against Aleg. These men and women became beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Aleg's heart for the kill, Zand lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zand desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness coming. To this end, he summoned the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I'd learned of its cause from Unei and Doga. I had no idea the rebellion incited Zand to rashness, though. Your knowledge of elegant history is astounding, Gra. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap 'tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes. Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open that void gate, Chief. We reckon that this machine's up and running. She'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius, so just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. He plagiarized the Arzian Wikipedia. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. Yay, we did it! Ah, a rift into the world of darkness, as Unei called it. Splendid work, Mr. Garland. Probably Biggs. We can't break out the maid just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay that open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the Sons of St. Cornage. The rift is our sole path of salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Nero. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden that I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray, lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, but save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world rests upon your shoulders. Indeed. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you pass through the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Alright. Might I have a moment of your time, Nero? There's a matter of import we must discuss ere you leave. I have to stay here to keep the portal open. And we really don't want to. Nero, you have to go. Yeah, why did we open the portal and just fuck off? Seems counterproductive here, guys. Hey, Graha, why did we have to leave the tower? Now I gotta walk up the tower again to get it. Nero, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, it is a trait seen only amongst Allegan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have been some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I have a question. Why do you hold your hands like that? That's gotta get, like, tiring. I am consumed with remembering something ancient but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones that his fathers told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alleg. Mayhap that I wish to remember that, and these words are related, mayhap not, but I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Sure, I don't care, come with me. You have my thanks, my friend. Now, let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. Yeah, sure, let's walk back up the tower now. Let's walk back through the Labyrinth of the Ancients, up the tower, and go into the world of darkness. Because that totally made sense to walk all the way down here to tell me that. In the twilight of his reign, the first and last emperor of Alleg, Zand, desired power above all else. He turned to the terrible being known as the Cloud of Darkness, a ruler of the Void, and asked for her strength to make the world kneel before his throne with the Covenant of Blood. When Zand was slain, his ambitions were laid to rest alongside him, yet the Cloud of Darkness still seeks to enter our material realm, and will soon find passes through the Void Gate set to manifest within Circus Tower. With the fiends coming, can the Fellowship of Noah brave the Void and rescue the 3 souls able to stem the cloud's flood of dark shadows, or will the expedition itself vanish beyond the rift in the world of darkness? Alright. Let's go in. Alright, so YouTube, as per usual, we'll give you a wave here, and we'll put a pause the video, and then you'll see a skip, and we'll be there. Alright, YouTube, we're back. You might notice that I'm not in the same area. There's a reason for that. I was going over here to see if I could buy some new pants with Tombstone. Oh, of course. Of course! Happens every time. Except with Labyrinth of the Ancients. It didn't happen with that, so not every time. Okay. 1 healer, 1 DPS. Okay, 1 healer, let's go. I want to point out that it is healers in demand on the queue here, so the fact that any healer would be like, I'm not clicking, is ridiculous. Looks like it's still not meant to be. Oh, no, it was! Hurrah! I spoke too soon. Okay, here goes, guys. All right. Here we go. We're in Group B again. Look at that. All right. So our target is the one in the middle, but I don't think they're gonna really care at this. Pay attention here, because yeah, one of them's casting Ram's Voice, so I'm just gonna get out of there. Yeah, I can't actually reach them from where I am, and I'm not gonna go in. I don't want to stand in this. Hang on. One of them got pulled over here. Alright. These are guards. Alright, we're not done yet. We actually have more enemies to fight. A two-headed dragon. Now, two-headed dragon is actually the boss from FF3 that we've seen. He was one of the four guardians leading into or around the crystals of darkness that were around the Cloud of Darkness, and if you killed him, she was weaker. There is a different boss in this place that takes his place, though. Sacrifice Ninja. Okay, here's our first boss coming out. Now, this boss here was named something else in FF3 as well, but only because the monster that this is based on actually already exists in FF14. So this is Manu. I'll show you him after we're done the fight, since they decided to just rush in and fight him. So this is the first boss in the game, I think, that had a look-away mechanic. So for this, you want to stand on either yellow or orange or white. I like to get the white one first. You also need to hope you get a tank who doesn't spin the boss, or tanks that fight over red. Oh, okay, so that person's got flare. You just want to get out of the circle. So, this is the first major mechanic he does. He summons hourglasses around the room. You want to kill these hourglasses. Ignoring that ticking room wedge for now. Eventually, we'll want to worry about that. But for now... Okay, so we want to make sure you're not looking at the boss, because he is casting Doom Gaze, or Mortal Gaze. If you're looking at the boss, you get Doom, which 2 people in our group got it. If you get Doom, you gotta stand on this lit up, not the lit up wedge, but the, this thing right here. Then add spawn, and you want to interrupt eyes on me if you can. So now, when he does this again, you want to alternate your color. So, if you got white at the start, you would get orange that time. Okay, this person's got level 150 death on, so you want to just not be in there. So there's a lot of things here that will kill you, and this boss actually does a lot of damage to the tanks too, so with that big energy beam you keep seeing, that right there, that actually hits hard. At least it used to. In case you want to look away from him, that eyeball symbol there means look away. If you do get doomed, just go stand in one of these light circles. Our tank is down again. He's probably going to summon some more hour. Yep, they're there. So that wedge that's going around the room, if you don't kill the hourglass, it'll stop at a certain point. It's roulette, by the way. Something Aramons are known for in the Final Fantasy series. If you don't kill the hourglasses, he will just randomly stop it in a roulette, in a circle. Everyone will be rooted and they'll all die. People like to just ignore them and just kill the boss, but I'm a creature of habit, so... Alright. We don't need those. And... I don't need those, sure. What's the item level on these anyway? 120. They actually would be better than what I'm wearing. So it wouldn't be a bad thing to run this. And win those. Hey, Vector! Vector, we're in the world of darkness. Oh, by the way, this is that boss from the original Final Fantasy III. As you can see, he was just called Aramon, but this is what he looked like in that. Alright, so we got Queen Scylla, which is a basic mob. Ow, that was rude. Okay, so over here, you want to kill the gates. You want to kill the middle gate first, usually. This first set, it doesn't matter, but the second set, the middle gate is the more dangerous. Unfortunately, nobody is killing the gates over there. Not a single person touched them, which led to these guys getting summoned. So let's summon Thors, which are actual enemies in Epic 3 as well. Alright, so now some more gates are going to spawn. You want to kill the middle ones. They are the most dangerous because, as you can see, they're a little bigger than the others. But they summon a serpent enemy that is stronger than the Thors. Unfortunately, nobody is killing these ones really. Okay, good. They're going to kill the middle one at least. Alright, they got them. Didn't look like anybody's really attacking them, but... And here we have Zan's clone, which is, again, another enemy that you'll fight within the World of Darkness. So the next boss, I already actually showed him on stream here, but they took the next boss, and instead of making the two-headed dragon, they made him the five-headed dragon. The two-headed dragon was just a trash mob earlier. Here he is in FF3, when we fought him. And here he is now. This is one boss you don't actually have to worry about a tail whip on for him, so you can actually be behind him without issue. White Breath, you just don't want to be in front of him. That's a tank mechanic, in that he breathes in that direction, though they can move out of it. I don't know why they're fighting each other for threat. That you just don't be in. Apparently that tank did not care. This, you group everyone together. This mechanic was different back when it first came out. It was a marker, a purple marker over your head, and people didn't know you had to stack it together. Oh, someone's got to stand in that poison puddle, which is... I'll stay in the poison puddle. It's fine. So now you want to kill the heads. Okay, if you don't stand in the poison puddle, it continually spawns little slime ads. But if you kill the first slime ad that spawns, it gives you an immunity to poison, so it's worth it. Okay, so I got a little dragon ad on me. Or I did, but I passed it to someone else. Basically, you just pass that dragon that's tethered onto you to other people. Okay, so these spawn ads that you're going to want to kill. They're called prominences. They just channel a holy spell if you don't kill them. Okay, those ice, they grow bigger. So you just want to get away from them. Wow, they go away really fast now. Back in the day, those lasted forever. Anyway, so yeah, the two-headed dragon is now a five-headed dragon. He's got a lot of mechanics, but most of them are pretty streamlined now, so a lot of players know what to do, which is good. Here comes the ice and the little dragons. There's one mechanic that he does have that you didn't see. Basically, if you move while it's on you, you will take damage. If you move, attack, do anything while it's on you, I guess I should say. Okay, so. Okay, check Golbat. Oh, right, Golbat was here earlier. Alright, so we're Group B again, so there's three pads here. A, B, and C. We go through the middle one. That leads us to a Moaning Atomos. Okay, looks like it's pulled, so I'm just gonna attack. Do you want to touch these pads for people? Because oh, they actually show the area of effect on White Hole now. Interesting. A lot of people got sucked in. How'd that happen? Oh, I know. Okay. Shockwave, this is gonna knock you back. Oh, I'm the only one up here. Okay, you want to stay away from the person that just got the orange reticle there. And you want to kill the sacrifice soldiers. Okay, so you stay away from whoever's got the orange reticle there, because they're gonna get eaten. Shit, my face buff fell off. And we win. Okay. Here is our third boss. And this is Cerberus. He is notorious boss in here for being one that people really are bad at. And this is what he was in FF3 on screen right now. And you get the boss music. You actually don't want to hang out directly behind him as a meleean because his tail swipe gets faster. So you just want to hang out just to the side, so you can easily get behind him to do your... Alright, so he broke his masks off. So the gaseous juice he just put down, you want to get in that. Oops, I did not get in that. Anyway, you want to get in that if you're in Group B. And it'll make you mini. And then while you're mini, you want to get eaten. I might get tail swiped here. Okay. And this is going to put us in the belly. And listen to the music. That's such a cool effect. It's like the music is outside the boss. Or it's outside the stomach, I guess. Tanks are getting yelled at because they're not picking up ads. And that should be all of them. Alright, now we're gonna get ejected from inside the belly. I'm glad I'm in Group B because normally there's a setup that you do. Called ABC for this fight. A gets ads, B gets belly, and C gets chains, which you guys actually just saw the chains. The chains are those coming from the wall right there. Every time you see these lightning balls, get out from behind the boss. Because he's gonna tail whip as well. Found out how he's gonna leap across the room. I might get hit here. Oh, I'm fine. He should be dead before any other mechanics come out that matter. So again, don't be behind the boss, because he's going to tail whip. Every time. Oh yeah, I'm playing the ninja for this because you get a much better queue time for it. And hell again. And there you go, we win. Now they might pull while I'm looking at this cutscene, so if they do, sorry guys. Hopefully it'll... Oh, I want those. Definitely want those. But yeah, hopefully they don't pull, but if they do, whatever. Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm. I am the cloud of darkness. What I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. The covenant is everlasting. All mortals, before the flood of darkness, will sink into the lifeless void. Okay, and here she is from FF3. This is the final boss of Final Fantasy III. And there she is. Look how fucking intimidating she is. I love it. I'm actually surprised that people are waiting. By the way, I really like her boss theme. It's actually one of my favorite final boss themes. You want to move off to the side here? This person's about to get us fucked majorly. So you just want to... Yeah, they're getting obliterated. So that mechanic there, they just gotta run with it. Otherwise... Okay, she's gonna teleport to another area of the room, right there. So you don't be in front of her, because she's gonna blast across the room immediately. She's gonna bring out meteors here soon. There they are. And someone's gonna stand in each of these. Unfortunately, nobody's over there in that one because people like to think they don't matter. But look how much damage I lost from just 2 of them. If more than 1 or 2 go off, it can kill. It can still wipe the group. Okay, so she is going to go into this stage here where she's going to draw in these clouds. You actually got to kill these clouds because if they reach her, she gets more powerful. But she also summon meteors. Oh, and you also want to stand in their path. If you stand in their path, it slows them down. So the bigger clouds you kind of want to do that for. She summons a few of them. Hey, welcome back, Tengage. We're fighting the final boss of FF3. The Cloud of Darkness. Oh, she's almost dead. Oh shit, okay. It's only us 4 in here, so we're doing pretty good. Okay, she's gonna come back, and then we gotta not be in her path. There she is. Alright, now she's gonna summon a whole bunch of meteors here. Hopefully she'll die before that, but... Alright, this is gonna follow someone. That's not gonna matter. And there we go, we beat her. FF5's final boss theme is also another one of my favorites, Neo X-Death's theme. I also really like that one. Alright, so we got some monk gear. Don't want that. I'll take those. Don't care. Oh, you got the Cloud of Darkness too. Okay, so first off, guys, we got some cool gear upgrades. So, we got ourselves some gloves and some boots. So, let's equip those. There you go. Looking good. Cool. And on top of that, we got ourselves a new minion. The The puff of darkness. When standing nearby, prithee refrain from coughing, sneezing, waving, flailing, or performing any other means of wild gesticulation, lest the puff be lost for eternity. And the minion is... where is it? A mini cloud of darkness. When this automaton resembling one crafted by a goldsmith, hanged for dabbling in the dark arts, was discovered, it prompted authorities to exhume the recently buried body. This, however, only confirmed their worst fears, but the coffin was empty. Alright, let's go. Again, this was the final boss of FF3, as you can see in this little screen cap I got for you. Where in the Seven Hells are they? Without them to stem the energy of the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Doga! Unei! Can you hear me? Nero! Not to be confused with Miro. Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Though I don't blame you for missing my company. Hank the 12, are you alright? He looks like he's not going through, or he's going through some stuff. As alright as can be expected, Unei is simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what's happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul place entry into his body. Now the darkness claws at the ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zan's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Elegant royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from the other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Where? Unei! You are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Mortals! You have dared to challenge me and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now while the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zan's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Miro, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? 'Tis madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the great threat of the Crystal Tower. What is this trickery? Your blood? You too gain protection from Zan's blood? Grahatia, you are possessed of the royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It's a gift from you have inherited from Graha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of Alec that was, but a man should still live with his forebear's blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Allegan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allegan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray, tell me! You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be ephemeral, it will boast of the elegant presence within you. How do you just, like, give him your blood like that? This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allig. Our part in this journey is to bury Zan's dark ambition in the past. This was the true Unei and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will remain, even if our bodies are lost. I like how she just lets all this happen, by the way. Aw, shit, he went Super Saiyan Red. You must leave as well, Nero. I'm sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Una, and I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me. Impudent children of light! No, you shall not escape us! Here, Zan's blood-stained dreamlets of glory end. There! A glint of light! It grows faint! Then the bridge between the realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here! Hurry! Nero, no! You must move! Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allig. I am Nero Tolskeva, a man who will yet undo Allig and Garland. That was what you hoped to... May the Crystal Tower, again, be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you! Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards. Ah! You owe me, Nero. The hells I do! You are returned unharmed. Thank the gods. Or, thank the gods. When the void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running like madmen trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all set, where are Unei and Doga? They're not. I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. That is not true, my friend. Unei and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Ah, yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambos, but please give us a moment to rest. I'm weary to the bone, and Nero are both emerged from a long battle. Of course, you have the right of it. Come on, we shall leave this place for a spell, and repair to St. Coinage's find. Coinix find. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Nero. Would that I could have been more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Unei's blood. Have I remembered what I wished you? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak on these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray, go on ahead of me. There's something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Nero. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. I wish a wish hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. Alright, let's go to St. Coinix Find. By the way, I'm gonna hide the hat now. As much as I like the mask, it's not Nero. It's just not Nero hair, and that's less than ideal. Okay. Motherfucker. These two are just waiting to fuck on me. It's not Camp Drybone. You're right. We were in Camp Drybone at the start of stream, though. That's where I logged into the game. This area kind of reminds me of FF10 a little, with the like buildings like jutting out from the ground and on their side and whatnot. I cannot express how glad I am that you returned safely, Nero, and with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest, if you will, and let us free ourselves from the specter of the Elegans. Alright. The Light of Hope. I trust that you have rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there is something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. I don't think we need to do that. You sure there's lots of logs in Camp Drybone? Probably. People probably spend a lot of time log jamming there. So, the elegant eye that runs in the Graha line does mean that the royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think that his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate. from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Unei and Doga's blood. Has Graha said anything for that matter? Or has Graha said anything for that matter? Where is Graha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure, our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do not believe he'll scheme against us for the time being. Though he is still Nero. Nero, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower? I wonder if even now he prepares to seal the place off. Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! It's Graha here, sir! He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out! What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well, let's go to speak with the researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Mira, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. Miro is still Miro. Can't trust anyone's name who ends in Iro. I don't know about that. I feel like Miro's pretty trustworthy. I mean, look at this. I got a little hand that drags me around. That's mostly trustworthy, right? God! No, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not fighting you. Go away. Alright, apparently I am fighting you. He does not want to let me go. Alright. Are you serious? Come on, dude! In the Addams Family with a severed hand that drags you around. I don't know if it can be considered severed, since I don't think it was ever attached to anything. And does this thing actually drag anyone around? Alright, we're almost here to the end. This is going to be a long video, YouTube. Sorry about that, but I want to get all of it into one. What in the world was Graha thinking? Demanding we leave the tower. No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course, he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, miss. I am certain of it. Of course he'll be honest with us. We're the main character. I don't know. I just wanted to make an Addams reference. Okay, you know, I respect that. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha? I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. No. My apologies, but I cannot. Come on, man! What is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help! Not this time, my friend. Just as Unei and Doga have fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened to me this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alec, or rather, 'twas there was a wish I was grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zan's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alec, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only members of Alec's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alec's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebear. For millennia we waited. Alec's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin, but before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the crystal strength poses too great a threat to Eurozia now. We would need technology as advanced as Alex to use it correctly. As things stands, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hells, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights as Alec, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did, and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that! I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alligans in knowledge. I will sleep within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside these doors. Go. Create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Aw, wind. This is the main theme of FF3, by the way. Nothing will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alec, just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll be only a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes and forgive us our failures. And we may meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you then, Rambros. I look forward of learning of your exploits. And you, Nero? I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. Destiny 2 servers are throttled and bugs galore? Oh my. The Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. 'Tis too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. And Vector likes Destiny. If the game you like that DLC, you'd want to play it. Yeah. The hell's that sound? By the way, that's June 13th for you. Oh, 10 gauge. That's right. You got your DLC coming out. That's June 28th for me. All right, we gotta go talk to Rambros. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna get fucking attacked on the other side of this gate again. My luck. Alright guys, try to remember that storyline, or at least some characters from it. They are important for later. Titan Warrior Fighter. Not this game, and definitely not on launch day. I fucking knew it! Back to St. Coinage's Find. You play Friday or next week? 10 gauge smash. Which, by the way, we can actually change our job to warrior for now. Bypass. There we go. He must have just missed Sid Nero. There's much that needs to be his attention if he's to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end for Noah. No matter how lonely St. Coinage's Find has become for our friend's departure, we must all walk different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future. Lit by Graha's beacon, sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friends. May that our paths cross again. We get an elegant catalyst, which is not useful for us at all. You have completed the Crystal Tower quest series. The next main scenario quest can be accepted by speaking with Minfilia at the Rising Stones. Out of the Dark. I don't think that gets a title or anything, but let's see. Oh, it does. Okay. We get the Of the Silver Lining title. There you go. Okay. I'm going to fly over to Mordona, repair my gear, but I'm going to stop the recording here, guys, and then we will take a break, we will kick it back, and we will do the last bit of story before Heaven's Ward. Stuff's about to go down, so be ready.